Alright, this should be an interesting video. I don't know, but it's kind of like a redo Maiden Voyage, but it's at night. I've had just an entire series of unfortunate events when it came to this guy, and I think all the problems are now solved. Try to do landscape mode. Alright, there we go. And I have a little horn. Oh, I've changed the settings on that apparently. Alright, here we go. I like the bird better. Okay. It feels good. So far, it feels good. I don't know what. I'm obviously not in Ludo right now. So let me go. Do I have cruise control? I got cruise control going. That's something. I'm at 100%. Okay, let's go mode 3. Okay, and I got some meat. On like 26. There's basically my old speed that I used to go all the time on my city. But I guess a little faster. And I'm gonna let cruise control do its thing for a minute. Woo! Okay, shall we get into Ludo? I think I need to adjust my light up just a little bit here. Hold on. Good. Okay. Bring my light up. About right there. Okay, that's gonna be better. Alright, let's go 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're in Ludo. Not a lot of wheel spin, but some. It's going. Let's see if we can get cruise back in. You're at about 40. Alright, cruise is in at about 40 miles an hour. We'll see which way this guy's going to go here in a minute. He's behind me. Okay. Let's see. Got a little while before he catches up, I think. Feels pretty dang good, actually. The one thing I'll say about going on this thing is I feel like I'm constantly correcting whether I'm slightly leaning right or slightly leaning left. There's the car right there. Whoa! I love this. It's flying around at like 40 miles an hour. So, okay, let's kick it off a little bit. We got a car up here. About 45 now. 47. 47 and slight turn. No wobbles at all, but top speed I can get here. Woo! It's like I'm in a car now. 81%. I killed some percentage really quick. Let's take a minute to breathe on the shoulder here. 75%. I feel like my battery is going way too quick. Alright, I'm actually going to go boop, boop, boop. Back to 3. Okay. Try to let some people pass. Ooh, yeah, just taking it easy. Awesome, good. Go ahead and do your thing. I had my fun. Yep, there's another one. There's a big truck. Alright, let's kick it up a little bit. Yeah. .35 is a great speed. Especially at night. 47 though, it's no 53. It just ain't no 53. And for the battery to go that fast, I hope this thing doesn't have battery damage. So that's really what I want to talk about, is this experience I've had with this thing. Okay, we beat him. Okay, here we go. I ordered this on Father's Day, and on the day that the first shipments went out, I got an email saying that now mine's not coming until September. That was right at the beginning of summer, late in spring. You know, I get that, and I was like, oh man, okay, well that's understandable. I got it a little bit late, you know, so I can deal with that. So be it, right? I wait and I wait. The end of September, my thing finally comes, and it doesn't take a charge. And my first thought is, I wonder if I drain the battery, if it would start to charge, which was dumb on my part. Honestly, it was really dumb on my part, because I drained the entire battery and it did not charge. And so I contacted Apollo, which took longer than I would have liked because I felt it was urgent. But that's okay, you know. They did get a hold of me, and we determined that they can send me another charger. We'll try that out. And said that I should try my city charger and see if that charges it. And so I tried that, and it charged it up to 10%, and then it stopped, and I kind of was just like, the whole experience so far at this point, I kind of lost it, and I canceled the order because I thought there was something wrong with the battery. I thought that my city charger, once they told me that I should try it, I thought that it could just slowly charge it all the way to full, but that wasn't the case. It did not, and that's fine. I was told, so they reordered me out for free, of course, so good on Apollo, the charger. But by the time I got it and it was all said and done, the thing sat dead for 2 solid weeks, or at 10%. And I didn't really get a chance to test out the limitations of the battery until like right now, you know, and I can compare and contrast maybe against some other YouTubers and see if I find out anything in comparison there to see if I did any real damage to my battery or not. But I paid $3,500 for a scooter, a premium scooter, you know, I want it to last a long time. I don't want to start out with battery damage. Even if it's just a little bit, I really don't. But I just, I work hard for that money, and I was really disappointed that, you know, the Charge had the check mark on their silly little card that, you know, they just check, everything works, check, and they send it out, but it's hanging from the handlebar, and it says that they checked to make sure that it charges. And I don't know if that check was just all with the same charger, you know, and they're just pulling them through that charger, or with the charger they're sending out, because the charger they sent out to me obviously didn't work. Otherwise, this whole scenario didn't happen. But, you know, after having waited that long and then getting one that I can't just start using right away was a super bummer. And then, of course, my city, like, I got to about 3,000 miles on it and just started having problem after problem. It was kind of unbelievable. My stem broke, and after a little bit of help with Apollo, they sent me out a stem, and it didn't fit properly. Either did their threaded O-ring that kind of goes in there to connect the stem down, that didn't fit the threads, and so it was like the wrong size stem altogether. And they sent it to me for free, and I ended up filing it down. I didn't have a proper file, but I bought one and I filed it down. I videotaped the whole thing, and I mean I had to file on it a lot because I could not pound that sucker on. I pounded that thing hard for like off and on for hours, you know, and then I'd file a little bit, I tried to pound it on, I'd file, and then I had to use the old threaded O-ring to attach it on, so if that thing's weakened at all from 3,000 miles of riding, then so be it. And then it doesn't cover the entire thing all the way. That was the other part that kind of sucked. Is it doesn't look right, because it's like for the Air or whatever, the Apollo Air or the Apollo Go or something like that. I think it said the Air because it doesn't have the stem light. And it must be the one for that because it just will not fit all the way down. The skirt over the other bolts that are down there. And so it doesn't look as nice now. But I got it fixed. And then as soon as I got it fixed, and this took some time, right? So I wasn't scootering all. It was my first ride with it. And I get a flat. And now it has self-healing tires, but not with the kind of slice I got. It was like an entire slice out of my tire. It sucked. Totally sucked. I was able to contact Apollo, order the tires like right away, and then USPS fucked up. They ended up sending my tires from like Colorado. After I stayed in Colorado for like 7 days, they sent it to Anchorage, Alaska, and then it was there for like 8 days, and then they sent it to Juneau, and then it was there for another like 9 days, and it was then finally got on something to send it to me. So by the time it was all said and done, it was another month, and that was my only scooter. So I missed out on my whole summer of riding. And I don't know, you probably don't follow me that hard because nobody does, but I haven't put out any scooter videos because I've just been going through it, you know. I made my stem repair video, my tire repair video, and then that was it. That's all I really had any time for, because I had more time than I wanted, but you know, I commute with my scooters to work, but now that I have my boy, I'm on paid family medical leave, so I don't have any reason to ride it. I'm making time, and this is why I'm night riding, essentially, because I'm busy during the day, you know. I got 3 daughters and now a son and a wife that needs, you know, help at home while I have the time off work before I go back. And that's just what I got to do, you know, and that's fine. But I think I'm happy. I'm at 72, so I'm getting down here. I got my miles on here somewhere too, right? Yeah. I'm getting used to the new feeling of leaning on this scooter. It is different. So I've gone, where's my miles? How many miles have I gone? 6.6. So I'm at 70. If you were to imagine it being perfectly accurate, okay, that's 30% gone, and 6, we'll say 7 miles, 7, 14, 21 miles on not ripping it full speed all the time. And that's if it's completely even, which it probably isn't. So I think I could drain this just as fast as I drain my city, but get there faster, right? And I don't know if that's because 2 weeks of sitting dead or not. Oh, my battery is also cold. It was sitting out in the cold, so that could have something to do with it too. Not that cold, not like probably, it's like up in Washington right now. I think it's probably 50 degrees. I don't know. Might be a little under 50. High 40s. Halloween time. My handlebars are lower. That's another thing I'm not quite used to. On the city, the handlebars are a little higher, which is something I do like. What time is it? 16:50. That's not the time. I can't see the time. Yeah, what's up, dude? Kind of like that. My lights shine up on me, so if you're coming at me, you probably see me okay. You know? My front side here. A little bit. I hope the footage is decent. I really wanted the 360 X5 because the picking up the night would be great. I think I've turned up the settings as much as I could to grab as much night as I can on the 360, but it's really close to the bright light there, so I'm hoping that the bright light of the head thing doesn't screw with that too much. Alright. I'm like using almost all regen too, and I just came down a lot of hills. So I don't think ever used really good suspension. Alright, I'm gonna put this into Ludo for coming up this hill. There we go. And I kind of want to just test this out here. This is the steepest hill around. It is a very steep hill. A little bit. I'm peeling out going up it. Okay. This is awesome. I am soaring up this hill at 35. Woo! Yeah. That is no joke. That is awesome. No problem at all. I think I'm just gonna put this video up just how it is. Wow, so Ludo, it's crazy how fast Ludo can drain this thing. I think what I might do The Ludo is nice for a punch every now and again. I am probably going to just chill out on this thing a lot of the times. What I'll do is I'll turn my speed all the way up on 3. What time is it? Looks like there's quite a bit of cars here. There's a handful of people in there, it looks like. We'll go in.